Before we begin, please be advised that viewer discretion is strongly recommended. None of the content presented here has been exaggerated or taken out of context. These are the exact statements made by the prosecution team, defense team, Jane Doe, on June 6th, 2025. Some words have been censored to comply with YouTube's guidelines. What you're about to hear is a voiced-over reading of Jane Doe's testimony in the Sean Diddy Combs trial. Source: courtroom reporter at Inner City Press on X.com. All parties are presumed innocent until proven guilty. Listen at your own discretion.
We are getting ready to finish the testimony of the ex-girlfriend of Diddy. Please like, share, and subscribe.
What did you say?
I wrote, "I'm touching myself." Then, "What's your full name and DOB?"
Why that?
To book his travel.
What did you write?
She's booking. Jen was. November 9th, 2021. The flight.
When you received these explicit images, were you alone?
Yes, I sent a blander message. Then he texted me in April 2022. "Hello, beautiful. How was your day?"
Why did Jess book the flight?
I was too high to type. He'd be the entertainer.
Other entertainers.
Paul and Don. Sean coordinated others.
Between May 2021 and October 2023, how often were the hotel nights?
Often. Every week, every other week.
After February 2024, where did this happen?
2-star and LA.
In the LA residence you're still living in?
Yes.
After February 2024?
Maybe 5 times.
How many different men?
I don't know.
Let's talk about some. Who's this?
Don.
Last time?
August 2024 at 2-star. I only saw Don in Miami.
Who's this?
Paul.
When was the last time?
End of July 2024. Before that, very often.
What did you think Paul did?
A personal trainer for Sean in LA, Miami, Turks.
How did Paul get there?
He'd book his own travel, or he'd already be there.
Who's this?
A man named Leo. I met him through Sean for one of these nights. I met him on my birthday.
Last time?
2023.
Where did you see Leo?
LA.
What else did you call him?
Italian.
Who's this?
A guy Sean brought into a night in 2021.
What happened?
Sean said he had someone coming over. I was repulsed. In L'Hermitage. He looked sweaty. He didn't look nice. He kind of smelled.
What did you do?
I tried to make it work. I tried to seduce him with my body. He just kept sweating so much. I looked at my partner. I'm not feeling this. I was in lingerie and heels.
What was he wearing?
Nothing. Sean said, "Do you want to taste it?" I said, "I'm not feeling this."
What did Sean do?
He laid me down and started having sex with me.
Where was the man?
Hovering over me. He was sweating on me.
Then what?
Sean told me to look at the man's private part, but it wasn't happening. Sean told him, "No worries," and the man left.
Then what?
Sean told me he had someone else coming. Paul. I was blindfolded. Sean wanted me to touch him. I took a liking to Paul. I was more comfortable. I thought he was handsome and nice, and he had a warm energy.
Did you want to have with him?
No, but if I had to have sex with someone, I guess it was not so bad with Paul.
What's this?
Photo of a man named Michael. I saw him twice, in 2022 or 2023. In the Edition, Los Angeles. Sean said something new was coming. Then, just a bit later, Sean was having small talk with this guy on the balcony. He invited me out.
What happened?
I thought Michael was attractive. He was from a website.
Who's this?
I don't know his name. I met him on my birthday in 2023, one of these nights.
What happened?
Sean told me to come to Miami. We would be alone. He was so sweet. We were eating sushi at Nobu in the hotel. Sean said, "We have entertainment." I gulped and said, "Entertainer."
What did he say?
"It's your birthday." I just accepted it.
Why?
I don't know. Upstairs, this man comes in. It was routine. I am like a robot. I am getting the guy comfortable.
Do you need a break, Jane? You said you were robotic. What do you mean?
I have done so many of these. I can just tune out. My partner likes to see. I just turn on this person.
What do you mean you turn into another person?
A person who can just do this.
What happened?
I was much quicker with this person. He felt more like a stranger to me than anyone. I don't want to do this on my birthday. I asked Sean for a condom.
Where was he?
He was behind this man. He gave me these dirty looks like, "You better not ask for a f***ing condom." I could just hear that.
What else did you hear him say?
At this moment, the defense objected, but it was overruled.
I didn't want to sour the mood.
Why didn't you want to sour the mood?
I just didn't want my partner unhappy with me.
Do you need a break, Jane?
No, I'm okay.
What happened next? If you're ready to tell us.
Sean gave him a condom, but then walked away. He was so disappointed. The guy finished. I can't remember where.
What next?
The man left. We switched rooms to a bigger suite.
What then?
Sean was more loving. He was celebratory. He had cake there and balloons. Then Sly comes.
Any talk?
No, it was just hours and hours of that. Pleasing this guy. Doing so much. Just doing all of it. Foreplay. Things I know my partner wants to see. Going back and forth. It was morning.
What did Sean say?
That Don was coming?
What did you say?
Nothing. Like that it was fine.
Why?
I love my partner.
What did you do with Don?
Sex.
Let's break for lunch. Have you seen this man?
Sean brought him to our hotel room in LA. I was in a robe and lingerie. The whole wardrobe I usually had.
What happened in the living room of the suite?
I knew this was something I could not fake.
What do you mean?
I was repulsed by him. I tried for 30 minutes. Then I told Sean, "Can I talk to you in the bedroom?" There, I told him, "I can't." I tried again, but no. I told Sean, "I am sorry."
How did Sean respond?
Agitated. Then another man came.
Did Sean talk to you first?
No.
Who's this?
A man I met in New York. I told him I didn't want to go to New York if it was just to set me up with a man. He said, no, one-on-one. So I went.
Did you get Wi-Fi on the plane?
Yes. Sean sent me a text. "Do you want entertainment tonight?"
How did you feel?
Disappointed. My thought of seeing my lover was shot down.
Where did you go in New York?
The Trump Hotel. I saw the assistant setting up the room with red lights for a hotel night. I took this photograph.
What happened next?
I told Sean I don't want to do this. He was just like super defensive. On the way back to the room, Sean gave me a pill.
What was it?
Ecstasy. I took it. The man was in the room. We had small talk. I let the man touch my leg a little bit. I took Sean to the bedroom and told him, I can't do this.
How did Sean react?
Agitated. I called another performer.
Why?
That's a hard question. At that point in the relationship, I knew that's what my partner would want.
Was Sean paying your rent?
Yes.
Did he mention it?
At this moment, the defense objected, and the judge said, "Time frame?" Then they continued.
Was this after Sean started paying your rent?
Yes. I called Sly. He was excited. He flew to New York that night from Atlanta.
What happened?
It was nice. We had sex in front of Sean at the Trump Hotel. Me and Sean had to go our separate ways, but I didn't want Sly to feel we were just leaving him. So cash was brought to the front desk for him by an assistant.
Which one?
Joey.
And this man?
I had sex with him in front of Sean.
And another?
A Spanish buff man. He was a bit odd, I felt. He was pulling out this scent to smell during sex. I don't know.
In front of Sean?
Yes.
Another?
A man who looked more European. At L'Hermitage, we had sex twice.
Which entertainers did you see most often?
Paul, Sly.
Which ones did you reach out to?
Them, Anton, Don.
Did you ever arrange hotel nights as a surprise for Sean?
Yes, twice. Like Valentine's Day or the return from a trip.
You saw cash during these hotel nights. Where?
Drawer, nightstand.
When Sean ran out of cash, what did he do?
He made a phone call to his security or assistants. KK, cash would appear.
How much?
A good amount.
To whom did Sean hand cash?
Paul, Don. He'd pay at the end.
What would Sean say before he brought out his iPhone to record?
Nothing. Or, it's just for me.
Did Sean sometimes act different?
Sometimes happy, sometimes not.
What directions would Sean give?
To put the baby oil on the man, to touch myself.
When you knew the camera was on you, how did you react?
It was just a part of it.
Did Sean ever record you while not on drugs?
No.
Did you act like you enjoyed it?
Yes.
Why?
I wanted to put on a good show.
What fantasy talk did you engage in?
So much. Role play. A fantasy. I'm sorry, there are just so many memories. He would create characters.
How is this?
Me and Don. The next one is me and Sly.
This?
Me and Paul. Then me and Leo, Anton and myself.
Was Sean present for all of these?
Yes, I wore the stripper shoes on the whole time.
What would happen with the baby oil?
It would drip down in the shoes. I would try to keep my balance.
Did Sean ask you to get your nipples pierced?
Yes, I said it would turn him on.
Who set up your piercing appointment?
KK.
Then?
They got caught on my lingerie and my nipples got infected. I took them off.
What did Sean say?
He said, "Where are my piercings? This is the last time I see you without them."
Did your back hurt?
Yes, from bending over so much.
Where else did you get sore?
My vagina.
Did you tell Sean?
No,
Why not?
I just didn't want to indicate any negativity.
Why did you keep going?
I'm not sure.
At this moment, they had a sidebar, then continued.
Do you have an estimate of how many times you told Sean you didn't want to keep having these hotel nights?
I don't have an estimate.
Did you write?
Yes, And sometimes I'd have the courage to text it to Sean.
What did you see in your text messages?
That I had been texting it since 2021, how I felt.
What's this?
November 2021, I felt jealous. I saw he was doing things with another woman on their Instagram stories.
Why did you feel jealous if you knew he was dating other women?
I came to do hotel nights with Don and Sly. Then he gives quality time to another woman.
This next text?
I wrote, I need a breather and a break from you.
Play this exhibit, a voice note.
At this moment, they played a clip of Sean Combs' voice, and it said the following. She asks me to work out. This is the time you gonna be curse at me. I don't have a bunch of guy friends. Don't matter if I just f***ed her. Be sad, go crazy. I don't deserve being honest with someone.
How often did Sean call you crazy?
Often. It made me feel confused.
What did you say?
That she didn't just come to the gym. I don't even care who you are laying up with. I wanted that time with him. I said, you just want the hotel shit.
What happened here?
I had with Leo. I was high. It made my partner happy. I was okay with it.
How many phones did Sean use then?
2. Sean started dating another woman. He did a big birthday for her.
How'd you see it?
IG.
What did you say?
I see what you are going for her. Why do you play me? Say she's just a business partner. Then you say she's spending money on you. How would you feel if I said a man was spending money on me?
You wrote,
I feel cheap.
after your first hotel night in May 2021 with Don, what did you do next?
Out on a yacht.
And later?
We would just sleep after hotel nights.
What did you write in this note?
I wrote, why am I just for your freaky desires?
Did you send this to Sean?
No, I did not have the courage.
And this note?
I wrote, you were partying with another girl. You just want me for debauchery. I'm done being used by you. You're trashing my house with dirty debauchery. I'm done.
And what was this?
Right after I spent my birthday having sex with these men in the hotel room, Sean went on a vacation with another girl he was dating.
How did he respond to your text?
He wrote, I didn't tell her about your birthday.
What did he write to you next?
That it looked like I had a nice birthday dinner with my girlfriends.
Who paid for that dinner?
Sean.
But was he there?
No.
And here when you said you were tired?
After 3 men.
What did he write to you here?
He wrote, I'm tired of you throwing sex in my face. Let's just be friends.
What did you think he meant?
Anytime I brought up the hotel nights.
What did you write?
Are you really breaking up with me? You're the only man in my life. You took someone else to the place I have dreamed about.
Where?
Turks.
What did he write?
He wrote, I'm tired of these long texts telling me what I'm doing wrong. I wrote, what am I doing wrong?
Please pull up this exhibit. What is this?
A note on my notes.
Were you writing what you were feeling at the time?
Yes. I wrote, you lied straight to my face to use me for a hotel night before your trip.
When you took a break from Sean, where did you travel?
France. Sean started texting me again and again. Paris, Paris, Paris.
How did it make you feel?
That he cared, but I knew I had to stay strong. I went away for 5 days. He was adamant we should see each other. I missed him too.
Why?
Because I love him. Soon we were planning to go to Turks. I'd go to Miami first.
What did Sean write to you?
He said, a night of debauchery, then to the beach. I said, no, we have to reconnect. He said, cool.
Did that turn out to be true?
No.
What did you do in Miami?
We bickered about Paris. He said his girl can't just up and leave like that.
This photo?
Our dinner.
Then what?
He took a pill and we went to a hotel. We were watching porn and Sean said, do you want Don?
What did you say?
Yes.
Why?
I was just used to it. Then we went to Turks.
And in Turks?
Paul came in.
What happened?
I'm back in an outfit. I'm going to try to do another round. It was really painful. I couldn't have sex.
Why not?
I was extremely sore at this point. Sean tried to lube me up. He said, you can't take any more dick. I threw the bracelet and said, you only brought me here to suck dick for you. I was talking, then sat on the steps of a villa.
Did Sean talk?
Yes. He said, how can you make me look like that in front of Paul? Sean told me to apologize to Paul. I messaged him and said I was sorry how I acted, that I was really glad he'd come out to see me.
Who told you to do that?
Sean.
What did you write to Sly?
If he could come to Turks, I told him he'd need a passport and vaccination.
What did Sly respond?
I'm willing, but I don't have a vaccination card.
Why did you do this?
To make it up to Sean.
Why did you write this way to Sly and Paul?
I wanted them to feel good, like they were not being used.
Why?
I just do.
What was the love contract in March of 2023?
He asked, how much did I want per month? I said 15 and he said 10.
He started paying your rent?
Yes.
Who is paying your rent now?
Sean.
What else did Sean pay for?
My teeth.
What do you mean?
Sean didn't like my teeth. I got new veneers. He also paid to furnish the house. My allowance just didn't do it. I used 3 credit cards. I had promised him an all-star party.
What's that?
I'd bring the top 3 guys all in the same night.
Why?
I was with my lover, and he liked that. I told him, I have to be awake at 8 a.m. Sunday. I said the last time I got sick.
This first text?
He felt hesitation for me about the all-star party. He asked, does your hurt? You're not being straight with me.
The second, a minute later.
He quoted my text asking for help with more furniture for the house.
Here Sean writes, Rico is ready. Who was that?
Maybe the man named Michael. Or wait, maybe it was a role play and Sean was Rico.
You don't know?
I don't.
Why did you send Sean a photo of pink toilet paper?
To show that my period was about to come down, that I needed the night off. Let's postpone.
What did he write back?
You're getting your hair done for nothing. I'm done.
What did you mean movie night was not on my mind? What was that?
We would not have an entertainer. We just watch our own movies of the hotel nights. We called it movie night.
What did you write?
I wrote, why do you talk about the father of my child? All because you don't get your way one night and bust a nut?
What did he say back in this voice message?
At this moment, they played a clip of Sean Combs' voice, and it said, I don't have time, baby girl.
How did you interpret that?
Making sure he's happy, including these nights.
How did you respond?
That he always brought up paying for the house. It felt like, I don't know, this guilt trip.
I think this is a good time to break for the day and week.
Thank you for watching. If you think she is lying or telling the truth, let me know in the comments, and let's talk.